I'm sure everyone has heard about what transpired at Aryan Road. The Church has displayed their cowardice by indiscriminately using forbidden practices to kill the residents there. Their victims also include members of House Row, the Imperial Army, and many, many more.
According to our investigation, the forbidden attack that destroyed Aryan Road cannot be used again so quickly. Even so, we cannot delay our efforts. We must put a stop to all of this by the end of next month. The leader of one of the Imperial factions has already initiated an attack on the Fraldarius territory lost by Rodrigue. Soon, all obstacles blocking our path to Ferdiad will have vanished.
A cornered animal is at its most deadly. We must move quickly. Next, we march through the Tailtean Plains. After that, we destroy Ferdiad. At that time, complete Imperial control over Fodlan will finally be a reality.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement! Bring on the battle!
I understand that a confrontation is inevitable. Still, I wonder if there's some path we could take that would cause less suffering.
This is the only path for the goal we are reaching for. And so we must keep walking on it. We are walking down the path to a better tomorrow.
A cornered church? Well, count me out from any forbidden sorcery that can destroy whole cities. If only there was an easier way to get more information on crests and relics.
You are as negative as usual, Linhardt. We have but one order: to emerge victorious.
We're going to win this. We really are. After all, if we lose, everything will be terrible forever. Oh, no way. We can't let that happen.
There's a lot to worry about, but I'm sure it will all work out. We'll win no matter what.
And that we shall. Okay, so we have 2 more fights to go. We have to go through... Wow. Just really lost my mind at some point. I'm pretty sure the mission will tell us where to go next, but I'm thinking of the last area, the Ferdiad, which is the last area.
Crimson Flower, Great Tree Moon, Field of Revenge. With the capture of Aryan Road complete, the Imperial Army moves to invade the kingdom capital. They plot to send troops toward now vulnerable House Fraldarius territory and plan to attack Ferdiad from 2 sides.
Okay, so 2 sides. Ferdiad is what looks like our final destination, and I take it that's where Lady Rhea is residing. But they were just talking about like one area before then, and God, brain fart is just messing up the name. So, seems like the last month is upon us.
So, Aryan Road has fallen.
Dimitri.
Rodrigue, Felix, Ingrid.
He forgot to wash his hair.
Allow your deaths to be in vain.
The scouts have just now returned. Seems the Imperial Army is marching toward the kingdom capital. Are you certain about this, Dimitri? As king, do you think it wise to intercept them yourself?
No need to worry yourself. Even if I am defeated, the Blathed bloodline will live on. And the kingdom's territory has never been rich in resources. If the castle falls under siege, our loss is inevitable. I will deploy my army onto the plains and wait for the enemy. Please, position your forces so that they can flank the Imperial Army.
Yes. Given the present situation, making the plains our battlefield is a logical choice. I have no objection. However...
There is only one person I am after. I have no interest in any other prey.
I will take you at your word. Erasing the other child's existence is my task, and mine alone. I will get you back, Mother. I promise.
What do you think, Lady Edelgard? Will they shut themselves inside of Ferdiad?
They will try to intercept us. Of course, Ferdiad will not fall so easily. Even so, If we were to cut off their supply line with a large army, it would eventually fall. It makes much more sense for them to wager everything on a victory at the Tailteen Plains.
The Tailteen Plains. Okay, that's the name.
The same plains where the so-called divine Seros defeated Nemesis,
Oh.
the King of Liberation, in a comeback victory over 1,000
We're gonna go
years
across
ago.
that
And
battlefield,
about
are we?
400 years ago, the hero Lug created the kingdom by defeating the Emperor of the time on those very plains. Their goal must be to recreate that scene.
Yes, I suppose so. Although the Imperial Army is powerful, if we were to compare the strength of our best to the best of the Knights of Seros, we would likely come up short. The Kingdom's army and House Blated are also renowned for their unmatched persistence. On the battlefield, it can be assumed that their one and only goal will be to strike you down.
Are you telling me to stay off the battlefield?
Naturally. You are their aim, Your Majesty. You must know it only makes sense to keep you out of their reach.
And you must know that, at a time like this, I absolutely cannot withdraw.
Of course I know that. That is why I will refrain from asking you again to stay away from the battlefield.
The Immaculate One, descendants of the 10 elites, and other extremely fearsome foes await us. But with the help of our friends, we have a chance of defeating them. We're the only ones who can. Within our group, I am included among those with the kind of strength we need to win. I absolutely will not remove myself from the front lines. Professor, you have that same strength as well, whether or not you realize it yet. Please, don't get yourself killed trying to protect me. Until the very end, we'll survive this trial together. Understood?
And can't believe we're that close. We just have one more month of training. So what do we do? Like, what do we do for this month then? They say explore the monasteries, so I don't know. Whatever shall we do then? I have a 46% chance now of making her into a Gremry. Let's see if that works. Hey, look at that. Oh man, if that did not work, then I would have taken her back out.
Perfect comprehension.
Alright, she's a Gremry now. That means like every single character has gotten their classes mastered. I have no need for the seals now.
The war is at its end. Has the time finally come that I might kill you?
There's no guarantee the battle will continue even beyond the war.
It is true. Those petulant fleas must be picked off one by one. They are nothing if not persistent.
It just really sounds like I have death by my side. He just has one priority: to kill me, even though he is one of us.
Professor, what should I do? Everyone's acting like this is leading up to the final chapter in a book or something. Is the battle ahead really going to be that climactic? Am I not taking it seriously enough?
You could be showing more resolve. What you really need to do is relax.
You think so? All right, I believe you. I'm ready for this. I am. Yeah, we're going to win.
Yes, we are. I mean, to be fair, that battle went out so smoothly, except for the fact that she fell in battle trying to fight against Ingrid. But that was pretty much it. Like, that was the only bad thing that I made a choice of. Which actually, yeah, that battle turned out really well. And if that's going to be the case for the remainder of this, this route, then we'll be just fine.
If we win this battle,
It will be an end to the kingdom and to the church. Under the Empire, an era of peace would begin. Many people are cleaving to this notion, but I wonder if it would really end up as such. Such resolve. It's convincing to say the least. I wonder, was the collapse of Aryan Road really the church's doing? Or could it be that... Never mind me. Just thinking aloud.
Oh, that's right. Isn't this going to be the final month we get to hear nothing to report? Could be. I'm praying for your victory and your safety.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. The time has finally come to set out for the kingdom capital, Ferdiad. I thought the same thing last month, but I still can't believe the plan was to ambush Aryan Road. I know it couldn't be helped, but even I wasn't let in on the secret. Me! Not gonna lie, that hurt a little. Well, let's forget about that. I'm praying for your victory and your safe return.
And thank you for your reports, good sir. You have been such a good help this entire time.
I have worries. What have I been achieving? When the war is ended, I will be returning to Brigid with much new potential. But have I had enough growth to become the ruler?
Yeah, you should be proud.
I have gratitude. I will take your words into my heart. Brigid pride, techniques, and culture. I will be showing all of the world who we are.
Definitely seen your lands now, and it's a much more beautiful and fragrant place.
We're almost to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. Just imagine, the war might almost be over. But is it true that Aryan Road was annihilated? What in the world happened? What is the Saros Church, really?
We'll find out if we conquer the kingdom. It's impossible to say. For now, just trust in me.
Of course, Professor. I trust you.
Yeah.
Okay?
I probably don't even know myself. Like, maybe it's... maybe someone or something attacked it.
Out Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. From the Empire's perspective, it seems like the northernmost edge of the world. I have come a long way following you and Edelgard. To think, what if I had succeeded Duke Ire as Prime Minister? I would never have had all these experiences.
You'll always be a noble.
I hope that is true. I used to be so naive.
Yeah, he was.
Let us join together and walk the path that Her Majesty lays out.
Even I pointed it out. He was like full of himself before, but now it's like he is actually wanting to protect others.
Hey, I could use...
Whenever I think about the next battle, my knees won't stop shaking. I'm scared of getting hurt or worse. Is there a medicinal herb I can use to calm my nerves? Find an herb that will help calm the nerves of the soldier in the Nice Hall. You may find what you need growing in the greenhouse. Huh. It's probably in the greenhouse right now. Yeah. Right over here. Lavandula grass. An herb with tiny purple flowers. Its calming scent relieves stress. I wish I had that right now. Due to the amount of stress and anxiety I've been through for a couple of years, I could use some.
I'm glad I asked you.
Really calms you down if you make a tea out of it. Even the smell is soothing. Thank you so much. Now I feel like I can fight again.
All right, off to the kingdom capital we go. I feel like I've said that before.
Let's head for the kingdom capital.
All right, I'm fired up and ready to go.
All right, let's go. Oh my god. Don't ever change.
Before I left the church, I recall Lady Rhea saying something strange. Something about how she would recover her mother, no matter what. do you think Lady Rhea's mother is buried in Garrick Mach or something?
Yeah, I don't think she's buried somewhere. I feel like... I'm starting to feel like I know who it is.
Lord Arundel. As long as he exists, Lady Edelgard will... I believe I have explained before that he is the one who commanded the likes of Solon and Crania.
That's right. That's where I remember him now. He used to be with those dark characters.
He is a maggot, crawling in the
Wait, he's a what?
feeding off the Empire like a parasite.
So that's where I remember him from. God, that was like at the very beginning. He was the one that was with Solon and Crania.
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the sacrifices only grow larger, don't they? The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle.
Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in our struggle.
I can appreciate that, but just because a choice is better does not mean that it's good.
Yeah. It's a risk we're willing to take, I guess.
Professor, do you mind if I complain about something, well, personal? Of course you don't. This army is almost all single men. If that marital status came before or during the war, I'm not to say. The point is, I'm in charge of the infirmary. I wind up treating hundreds of men every week. I get to talk to all sorts of men from all walks of life, all of the time. And yet...
You don't have a boyfriend? You aren't married yet? Maybe you should give up on love. You know what? She's trying too hard. She's the same way as I am. Like, I've tried too hard. Sometimes I actually do need a break.
Yeah, I'm starting to figure that's the most realistic option. At this point, I'm just hoping you stay single too. Then at least we can share each other's misery.
Well, don't say it like that. Like, sometimes you just need a break. Very much like what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm probably making new friends right now.
This month, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. I have no intention of retreating to Garrick Mach after we've come this far. We will only return after we've conquered Ferdiad and put an end to this war. Be sure to steel your heart and ready yourself for the battle ahead. Are you certain? If so, please help me raise the morale of our allies.
Should have picked the middle option. But yeah. I am probably ready. Like, I'm probably ready to end this war and conquer Fodlan. Seeing how that battle went out too, like how strong my characters are, it's actually a good chance. It's actually a good chance for me to win. We just had to be wary of our enemies and know the battlefield so that we know in advance.
Question.
The weak-willed care little for how they are governed, but Lady Edelgard wishes to open their eyes. How would you achieve this in her position? Lower taxes. The only way to help them see is to educate them. The masses only understand fear. Show it to them. I mean, coming from his standards is fear.
Understandable.
Yeah, lower taxes. That's the only way I would put it. Alright, after a couple battles, I think I finally have Ferdinand and Hubert's conversation ready. Which means I've pretty much have the entirety of the Black Eagles filled. I mean, there is Yaritza, but like... I don't know. It feels like with this endgame stuff, you just want to see through to the end, right? Instead of having to do like last minute things. Especially for a game like this. Like, this game has been like so much fun. Like, story-wise and figuring out strategies and all that. But knowing how massive this game is, it kind of drags. Especially with like how much you have to do. So like, abilities, combat arts, classing, support conversations, lost items. And you have to do that for 3 different families.
Hello, Ferdinand. Wait, that aroma.
Your nose is as sharp as ever, Hubert. Yes, it is a bag of fresh coffee beans.
Why did you buy coffee? You said you don't care for it.
Well, now he does.
Drab, bitter, with that muddy texture. If I have even a sip, my hands start to tremble.
Rather harsh. What are you doing with it then?
I'm gonna eat it.
Wait a moment. What is that? Is that an imported tea from the East?
It is indeed. Keen eyes.
Flaunting my favorite drink right in front of me. And you do not even drink tea. Fiendish. It is for Edelgard, I assume.
Before I answer that, I would like to know what you are doing with the coffee.
Well,
Is it a gift? Perhaps for someone you fancy?
Are they, you know?
Yes. For you.
Who is the unlucky... Did you say for me? This coffee is a gift for me. Have I heard you correctly?
Yes, that is what I said. A noble does not go back on his word. Just take it.
I should decline.
Why?
The thought of receiving a gift from you, unbidden and unreciprocated, fills me with revulsion. Therefore, accept this tea as a gift from me.
From me? Are you certain? I would hate to deprive the intended recipient of such a fine tea.
That would be difficult to do, since I bought it with you in mind.
Oh, in that case, thank you. What? You were planning to give this to me all along?
That is what I said.
Really? Only one thing to do. We must take a tea break.
Very well. But tea is not what I will be drinking.
Of course. I will make you some coffee.
Then I will prepare the tea.
They're gay. I know it. They really are gay. That's actually really nice. What? They exchanged each other gifts. Oh my god, that's so sweet. I love them so much. Oh my fucking god. Well then, it seems like everybody from the Black Eagles house, except for these two, and maybe Yaritza, has been complete.
Look at how fancy the professor is, dining with 2 stars of the stage. You must be flattered, no?
We can't sing and dance our way through the meal, but do you like the opera, Professor?
I mean, I like to see them on stage and see how they perform. But seeing as we're here, we finally gained a professor level up of A. Your recipe cook for cooking together has expanded. Oh, so you mean this? Hang on, let me check. It does, yeah. I can get the Beast of Fodlan. Allies gain +1 to all stats for the rest of the month. What? How did I not know this? I could have been grabbing Zanado treasure fruits and goddess messengers. And I would have gotten a +1 to everything for the rest of the month.
My head is pounding. You'd think I'd get used to this. Oh.
Manuela? Oh my goodness, you look terrible. Don't get up, I'll get you some water. I should fluff up those pillows for you. It will make you more comfortable.
I'm completely hopeless. I was so proud of being the reason you came to Garreg Mach. Dorothea wanted to follow in my footsteps. How great is that? I thought I'd use that as an inspiration to straighten myself out. Be less of a, you know, less of a disgrace. But here I am, right in front of you, dealing with the worst hangover I've had in weeks.
You thought you'd hide this from me?
Wait, you mean you knew?
Even when you were still with the opera company, you had quite the reputation. There was a joke that you could outdrink a fish and the sailor who caught it.
Dorothea, my brain's pounding as it is. Please, stop. It's all true. But I can't handle hearing it from you, the girl I thought I had inspired to greatness. I can't believe I tried so hard to be a good example for you when you knew all along. I should leap into the ocean and drown.
Wow.
Don't say that. You've not lost a bit of respect from me. Not one bit.
Why would you want to do that?
And some have more than others, but you were the finest songstress the opera had ever seen. And you've taught me well. What I mean to say is, you're my inspiration. I really do admire you.
Thank you, Dorothea. That means a lot.
Yeah, you really shouldn't beat yourself up for it. Like, she inspires you so much. Like, be proud of that. Whose birthday is that, actually? Oh, wait, isn't that my birthday? Oh, it is too. Holy shit. It really comes full circle, doesn't it? We get to share my birthday before we conquer Ferdiad. How? What? Why do we have to celebrate that before the war ends? What? Seems like really bad timing. Although, still have not very much to know about here. This is only at like a difficulty of 40. This one is at 35. Honestly, like, I just feel like I'm ready. So I guess that concludes the rest of the month. Like, I've only just done one renowned battle just to get supports of Linhardt and Hubert's. I did get one for Manuela and Dorothea after some eating. Which, if that was the case, then I should have done that some more. But like I said, it's my playthrough. Other than that, it's really just been like skill experience and professor experience. But we are at the end of the month. It is my birthday. You got a birthday gift from Edelgard. Oh, it's a letter. And a Black Eagle pendant. With a decisive battle ahead, Byleth visited the cemetery. I guess it's for my dad and mom.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Someone I love. Huh. Sothis, I give it to no one. I can actually give it to Sothis, but I guess that's supposed to be if I have her support level at max. Because I think she only has one support conversation in the game. But I never got around to do that. But who do I give it to? I mean, the closest I've ever gotten to was Edelgard, in a sense. But next is like Dorothea. And I guess Linhardt. I mean, it's really obvious. Since I want to help her succeed. Do you wish to share your life with Edelgard? Sure. I'm here for that gay romance. And here we are, folks. The mission. But first I need to repair some weapons. I do believe I need to do that quickly, and maybe also give them some extra ones. Actually, I should have been, I should have been giving them some more smithing materials. Unless I'm okay here.